Well, you put the. Hey, whoa! That's on camera. What's going on, guys? Back here with another video. This one's going to be of Harmon Hills disc golf course. Their new tee pads that are on the front 18. Pretty much just going to talk through this. I'll have some random stuff in the video, or talking in the video probably just while we were there, but it rained on us pretty much the whole time here. So starting here on hole 1, I think it's probably like 360, something like that. Mainly what you want to do is not what Jimmy did right there. You just want to hit the gap. I throw a forehand and try to get just some good distance on it, but not crazy turned over. And you want it to hyzer out right before you get to those back trees through the gap. If you hyzer out too early, sometimes it can cut off your shot. I hit a little tree right there. This video, after the first 2 holes maybe, I didn't film any upshots. No, it don't help. Matt and Michael there having some fun. It just got too hard with all the rain. It just got really annoying trying to keep it out. So I figured my main point for this video anyways was to show the tee pads. So that happened, but I'm going to try to let some of the audio and the video cut through on these because there's some funny moments. But yeah, Jimmy laying up from my shot, and I was just going to try to throw this in since we had a putt, and I just didn't give it a chance at all. And now we just cut to hole 2. I got Matt throwing right here. He put a good shot out there. We did doubles. It was Matt and Michael versus me and Jimmy. And Michael right here threw a really good shot, as you'll hear in the video probably because they were yelling about it. This one's like 460. I think you get out the mouth of this gap and then it kind of keeps going right and downhill. And Jimmy threw a good shot out there too. Not quite as far as Michael's got, but it was still a good shot. And I'll tell you this, before this shot, there was no grip to be had on this day for a forehand. No business even trying. Yeah. But really what you want to try to do is just get out of that gap and up to the top here so you can see the basket. And Jimmy put a good upshot there. So pretty much I didn't get any other shots. And after that one, I don't think we get any more upshots. I don't know what Michael's doing. This one I think plays close to 400 feet. What you want to do ideally is throw a backhand not as far right as both of them did. You want to kind of have something that kind of hyzer flip up and hit this right side gap. There's OB lines that run the whole left side of the fairway. It's like a property fence.
Get us there, baby.
And I throw the exact shots you want to throw, but I just threw it too left. You actually want that to go further right. I just got lucky and missed some trees. And this hole's 450 maybe too. Property line, OB fence on the left side. This hole really can mess you up some, because what you really want to do is you want to get out this gap and be hyzering, but not like crazy hard. If you watch what Matt's disc does, that's about an ideal shot right there. You don't want to go too straight. Too straight on that last hole makes the upshot really hard. Now this one's maybe 315 or something like that. Matt's shot was pretty much perfect for what you want to do to get to the basket. I think he went a little long of the basket, but This one's a nice little, it's not a breather by any means, but it's not as bad as the last couple of holes distance wise. So as long as you can hit a gap, you can give yourself a shot at a 2 on this hole, which doesn't come very often at Harmon. Now this is an iconic hole here. It's only par 5 at Harmon. There's a Mando just to the left of us on the tee to keep people from throwing way over to the left. My shot, I think, ended up perfect. I threw an A3, maybe. I missed everybody's shot on that one, besides mine and Jimmy's. That hole, you just want to play down to the bottom and throw right back up the hill, and then you have to hit another gap. It's a tough shot, so that's the tee shot you're looking for. Really, is just a layup. This hole is a par 4, I think, with another Mando right to the right of the tree to keep people from just cheating the hole. But you really just want to throw down to the bottom of this one and try to pitch up and take your 3. I mean, getting away on this hole with a 4 isn't bad because you can easily go be off the tee into the cave. So if you get down the bottom of this gap, you're good. And now rounding out on the hole 9. This shot, you really just want to try to get up to the top on the, if anything, top on the right side, honestly, if you're going to miss. Unless you've got big boy power and can throw a hyzer out there that gets around that last bush. It doesn't seem like it's that far until you throw it, and then you're like, oh, I really got to juice it. But I put one out there, and we have a look at the basket. I think we end up taking a 3 on that hole, and that's a really good score.
I mean, you don't have to.
Matt not happy, and Michael really yanked that shot.
Crap. He said there's no such thing. Ain't no such thing.
Hole 10 here. This is another one. It's like 596, 600 feet or something. Really what you want to do is, for one, not hit these trees that are out in the middle right here. You want to just clear out to that hump in the middle if possible with the hyzer. It takes some power to get there. Distance wise, you don't think it should, but if you throw something flippy, you got to run the chance. Like Michael here, he obliterated this drive, and it was a good shot, but their angle was completely cut off to the basket. Like, if you want to throw a really good shot, at least as a advanced player, throwing to that top of the hill up there is going to give you the best look at the basket. This hole here, I think, is actually kind of tricky. This one, after you crest this hill, you'll see my drive. Well, I'll just let you watch. You kind of see my drive. Once it crests that hill, we had like a 35-foot putt. It drops off, but there's also a gap that you kind of got to hit. And there's woods to the right side, and then there's that grouping of trees that Matt hyzered to the left of. Those are just like 2 or 3 trees that'll block you from the basket. So if you throw something too high speed on this hole and you actually hit the gap, there's a chance you might go like 100 feet long of the basket. Oh, this one, another par 4, hole 12. My play is just to try to hammer on something overstable forehand. This one I threw the shot right, but I wanted it to go about 30 feet more left to go into the correct gap. I punched through the trees and had a shot, but mainly if you can get to the fairway up there in those trees, you're still going to have a tough approach to the basket just because there's random trees to the fairway, but anywhere getting across the creek is going to be good. And this here is the horseshoe hole. You throw out this, and you just want to be pushing left, but not really far. My shot there, if it had been just A little bit wider would have been perfect. You literally are doing, yeah, Michael blocks this completely. You're literally doing a U-turn, so you just want to throw something maybe like 200 foot of power push. I've seen this before, but it didn't work out. Yeah, that hole you just want like 200 feet of power to carry a hyzer the whole way. If you go too long, it's going to make the approach hard. This one I threw my beat up FX2, and we're putting 25 feet straight uphill. This one plays downhill, so I think the important thing on this one is to get the nose down. I think it plays mid 300s. It's just hitting the gap and not going too far straight. Okay, this is one we're actually putting. Watch this.
Well, you put the. Hey, what? That's on camera.
Oh, Jimmy about got killed by a branch.
What the heck, that bird don't like you. Who was that bird that I was wanting to see facing?
That was funny.
It's in the sack.
This one, another par 4. This one I throw the same disc, a beat up FX2 out here, and just that back tree that you see, hyzer right in front of that, and that gives you a good uphill shot. Because this one plays, you feel like you should be able to get closer, but then you get on that slope and it just shoots uphill far. So I mean, it's not far, but it feels far. I believe there's OB fence on the right side in those trees as well, so you need to be careful about that. This one is a 2 you want to get. It's not an easy shot. Very tight fairway. One of the tighter fairways you'll see, but it's a short hole, maybe mid 200s. That was about an ideal shot right there. I think they parked it on that. It's really, if you go too long on this one does have the OB fence behind it too, so you got to worry about that. So you really want something on hyzer. And here, this hole's my nemesis. This is a beast of a hole, and I think it feels more like a par 5. It's a par 4. I think it's like 500 and some feet, maybe 600. But a tight tunnel off the tee, and that hill in the background, right where that single tree in the middle is behind it, if you can get over that hill or even near it, that is going to line you up to have a good approach for your 3, which honestly would feel like an eagle to me. An 018 here. You don't want to do that. This one really, you don't want to go too far right, in my opinion, because it kind of cuts your angle off to the basket. This one's like, I feel like it's at least 600 or more feet. That's a good shot right there for Michael. So pretty much just do that. That was a good shot. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna let this video end out with mine and Jimmy's throws, and I'll let you just see how that went from here. Thanks, guys.
That's staying for sure. That's staying for sure.
That's staying. It is.
For sure. The guy with black polos with a black belt.